Internationally displaced persons are persons or group of persons who have been forced to flee or to leave their homes or places of habitual residence as a result of or in order to avoid the effects of armed conflicts, situations of generalized violence, violation of human rights, or natural or man-made disaster, and who have not crossed an internationally recognized border. Somali IDPs have lost most of their assets and sources of livelihood, including livestock and land, and have little access to stable employment. Violence, food insecurity, and water shortage continue to exacerbate the IDP's situation in Somalia. اسكول ميتان يا بلد اصلا قديمه اللي هو اسكول دوار ولا لا ابود من ولا شغل مالك ابا ما شغال وش شغال هاي محمد انت واحد يكسبها عمال مروسن كان سوق بكارات سوق بكارات ما انت مركز سوق بكارات هم سجر انسى اساسا كده بريس هنا بدأ حاوس مثل واحد معامر انت مسجلتي جوهر مركز جوهر هاتكم الله وقت جوهر بيا جيف هذا الحاجة دي كده بيان نفس استشهاد لك عليا انا ولا غريا كان بناك سياره انا مركز توقف اتين انت انا كنوزي بحر مدون كده بحر مدون كده كل ده الضبط واي عمره قال ورجال مو عمره هو صح هذا قال عزيزو لا لسه يا عنده لا تقدر اول الله انا كده هذا مش غير ما قال تبع This family fled from Johor after fighting took place. Some of their relatives have died, others fled in different directions. There are 7 and live in this shelter. Our children don't go to school. marka school hadii idin geey martaan ya hadii school idin geey waxaan idin keenay hadda school ma tagtaan Soomaa dugsiina For many women, their first experience of loss is often the loss of their home as they flee their village, towns or cities. They may also lose their children, husbands, fathers, brothers, and other family members. Without the effective protection of male family member, they often struggle to access food and shelter. While this is common experience for many IDPs, these women often have the added challenge of caring for small children and elderly relatives without support.
Persamaan, anda beri adik ini. Kita piano baru datang.
The majority women at the IDP camps live in a cycle of poverty, as they cannot invest or educate their children. Most of the children in IDP camps that I have visited do not go to school. Healthcare in the camps is also hard to come by. There are no concrete population statistics on the number of IDPs in Mogadishu, and many IDPs come from minority groups. They suffer discrimination and denial of basic rights. The insecurity and the lack of organizational structures within the camps continue to make it difficult to provide a steady stream of support. Access to clean drinking water in these areas is a nightmare. Young girls and women travel long distance to fetch water. This is sometimes dangerous for them, especially when they are unaccompanied.
ilaa shalay marka hadii biyaha oo meeshan jireen intay ka horortaa
haday jirina marka biyaha lama oo meelahaas ka dib waa heloogo hal xabla logo waa xun yahay ninka agitaan lama ku orortaa meel kala jibna ku orortaa waan marka xaafadaha ma iska safay ka sheemiya ma marka
School enrollment has been higher for boys than girls due to the tradition of favoring boys over girls when it comes to education, which stand at almost below 50%.
دجران كريم هذيك ما عرّا كلش لا كلش ها ليه عرّا مكاوين سكايرين سكول بديكتا ما هذا تكسر ديكتا ميا بوكا وخور يا.
School enrollment rates in African countries are among the lowest in the world, and many drop out before completing their primary education. In Somalia, I have visited many schools. Children lack school materials, others sit on the ground, and school teachers have no income to support themselves.
The educational barrier is one of the major problems facing the young Somalis in every part of Somalia. Breaking these barriers is one of our goals for Ped International Somalia program. Why some of the children are not going to school? It's because there's not enough schools, families unable to meet the cost of education, children engage in work or to earn a living, early marriage. After heavy rains in Mogadishu, I visited a lot of people internally displaced by the heavy rains over the past few nights and the subsequent floods in Mogadishu. The flood victims were mainly from Sigale market area. They told me that their homes were destroyed by the floods and some have lost their children and property. They were relocated to near Sarkosa area on the Abgoye road by the Northern District Administration. However, these people have no shelter and are exposed to the scorching sun in the day, the wind and the cold at night, are scared of more rainfall. Moreover, they have no food, clean water, sanitation and medicine, which makes them very vulnerable to outbreak of diseases. They are in their need of urgent humanitarian assistance. The continued rains made their life more miserable. They left behind everything when they fled, only saving their lives, as they were not able to carry along personal belongings. Somalia is home to hundreds of thousands of abandoned children. In the last 20 years, in Mogadishu alone, thousands of children were on the street, unprotected. These children are vulnerable to mental trauma, addictions, sexual diseases, and HIV infection, HIV. They receive no education and have little chance of ever living a better life. They receive no education. Homeless girls are especially at risk of trauma and sexual exploitation, potentially leading to pregnancies, producing new generation of street people. The few support services there are in Somalia face major challenge. These children need the provision of loving home and social support, healthcare and education.
labaatan ilaa soddon kun meeqa saac soo kacda laba saac subaxnimo soo kacda marka meeqa saac dhamaysaa magaca هذا مرة حسن أبي أصير متى؟ هاي أو أعطاك أصير تس هذا تكتي أصير نقدر أصير هل دقيقة نقدر قادرة لو كن أوكي هاي هاد ميت تسكت سوا أصير هاي أصير كون
Children have no both parent or their parents were lost in the civil war. Others are ravaged beyond their years by hard living conditions, drug abuse, life on the street, and war orphans are common struggle of these kids against diseases and poverty.
محمد مختار ولا شيء أفرق فواي أنا جروب جو مالتي عشق شخيل وجيا عسياس سوحدي واسوقع أنا صير سوحدي أنت إيمانا دبك جز دبك إيمانا وشخيصنا مرك لعبت على ويزي وجيا قلبتي مرك خذنا وكري أنا أسخذها صباحا مرك أبي وأنتي هويزن أني هويزن بس هويزن دخوي هذا أنا نعسيله هذا دوكسي سكالنا روينا هذا لكن ظروف كيجس عسياني كوان ما نقص عسيا
maalintii marka meeqa ka heshaa markaa asayso
لواتن صدق إلا يسال بريستجيا
marka haddii lagaa bedelo oo lagaa dhaafo maxaa la dhahaa wadadan marka soconaysid iyo casaynimo oo lagu dhaas kala lagu geeyna ma ogoshahay
اسكال دوكسي قلبتي دوكسي ديغاس وحدي على أفر ساعة واحد على 5 ساعات ديغا دوكسي لح ساعة وبحا اسكال
marka kaliya hadda markaas lacagta aroorsanaysid oo shaqaysanaysid arood ka weyn inay ka xogaan kama baqaysid
إلى جمعة إلى وحكم ما جرى لعقت أدور دفع يوكل إلى وجمعة
okay waa maasantahay